I often talk about that we should reignite that inner child, playing around in the snow, having fun, as nothing is going on in our lives but what we're doing right now. And that is a beautiful energy to be in. However, this last week, this first week of January 2022, hasn't really been that way. And sometimes life throws you curveballs. Even though nothing tangible is happening in your life, it seems like the world is overwhelming and it can be difficult to navigate these symptoms, especially when you're going through a spiritual awakening. And to soothe these symptoms, these are some really easy things that you can do to bring more joy and fun into your life again. So I'm actually standing here in this extremely beautiful environment, and as I'm speaking right now, it's pretty much snowing and windy, so I'm actually going someplace else. 1 second. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of On Purpose by Lynn. For those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Lynn and I share with you everything you need to know about spirituality and personal development so that you can live your best life and so that you can rise to your fullest potential. So if that's something that you're interested in, then make sure to subscribe. In this episode, I'm going to talk about the number one symptoms that you will be experiencing when you're going through a spiritual awakening. And I was inspired by this because just now I realized that I was feeling some spiritual awakening symptoms, and I thought I need to film a video for everyone who's going through this and who is navigating themselves through these sometimes somewhat terrible symptoms that you can experience. So if that's something that you're interested in and want to learn how to navigate them, then stay around. So the number one symptom that you will be experiencing when you're going through a spiritual awakening is asking yourself, is this all there is? What am I meant to do in this life? Who am I? What do I want? What do I really want? And what do I don't want? And those are usually the starting questions that you're going to ask yourself when you're going through a spiritual awakening. And when you're going to decide that you're going to live a more aligned life. And with that I mean a life that is in alignment with who you truly are, what your talents are, what you enjoy, what does your heart tell you. These are all things that you're going to change within your life when you're going through a spiritual awakening. What else you'll see is that you're going to make a shift in the people you hang out with. This is not necessarily something that always has to happen, but it's something that I usually see happening with people, that I also saw happening with myself, is that just the people that you tend to hang out with have different interests, and interests that are more in alignment. Again, the word is alignment. Alignment is more in alignment with who you are, and you're interested in your new personality that you are now, because when you are spiritually awakened, you're going to unlock a lot of things in yourself, a lot of sensitivities. You're going to probably pick up on more things from other people. You're going to sense better when people are speaking truth or when people are not speaking their truth. You're going to sense perhaps what people think, not because you can read their minds, but because you just can feel the other person way better than you could before. And it is not that you never had these capabilities, but now that you're spiritually awakened, you're more in tune with your higher self, you're more in tune with your soul, and therefore you feel and sense a lot more in other people too. So another thing that you're probably going to go through is what some people call the dark night of the soul, which is essentially when you're starting to let go of limiting beliefs, when life is going to present you all the things and part of yourself in your life that is not serving you anymore. And this can be very discouraging. And this is a process that usually takes quite long, not because it is meant to be that way, but because I think that life is a process. We are a process. The human body is a process. And awakening is a process too. And therefore, we just need to digest these things one thing at a time. Otherwise, it would be too overwhelming. And for some reason, life just happens in perfect timing, and therefore life will bring to you in perfect timing what you need to let go of, what you need to level up into. And this is something that I have been going a lot through, especially in these last couple of years. I have had to do so much reprogramming of my mind, so much letting go of old belief systems that just didn't fit anymore to my personality, to what I wanted to create in life. And that is probably something that you're going to go through too. And this is probably one of the main symptoms that is least pleasant when you're going through a spiritual awakening. The good news about this is when you work through all of that, and when you seriously start working with what is bothering you, usually the things that are presented to us, we can measure whether it's something that we want to let go of just with how we react to these situations. How reactionary are we in certain topics in our lives? Our triggers point to us what we need to heal, what we want to reprogram, what we want to upgrade ourselves in. So listen carefully to what life is presenting to you, but also to your emotions, because your emotions are a beautiful guidance system that literally navigate you through to becoming the best version of you. And the good news about up-leveling like that is that when you let go of that old baggage, that old heavy baggage, is that you'll become the best version of yourself, and you feel less and less limited by life and the things that you're able to do and create in this world. So these are the things that you'll probably go through when you're going through a spiritual awakening. I want to give you one other tool that is really, really helpful, which is grounding yourself. And what I mean with grounding yourself is really getting into your body. So what that means is that you can walk through nature, walk in silence, walk through these beautiful sounds of nature and become present with all that is and not all that you have in your mind, not that giant blur and that self-talk that is usually so loud that we cannot hear the whispers of the universe. So when we go out in nature, we naturally synchronize with the vibrations of nature and all that we naturally are. We come back to our center. Another way to ground yourself is moving your body. So whatever you prefer to do, I love doing yoga, I love skiing, I love surfing. It is all very meditative for me. That is a very great way to get out of your mind and into your body and to start flowing again with your heart and with your natural state of being. Another thing that you can do to ground yourself is to drink water, to flush out all of these toxins from your body. The best water that you can drink is living water, so not water that has been in plastic bottles or has been going through irrigation systems. So living water is the best water that you can drink. And another way to ground yourself is to just eat healthy foods that really nurture your body, that helps your body and cells to get to the highest vibration as possible. Let me know in the comments if there's anything that you're doing right now or any symptoms that you are going through that have to do with spiritual awakening. And if you haven't already liked this video, make sure to like this video, as this video needs to be spread out to anyone who needs to hear it right now. And for those of you who haven't already subscribed to my channel, please remember to do so, as you will be the first to watch all of my videos every Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, so that you can create your best life. Remember, we have such an exciting future to look forward to, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye for now.